Hi, I'm Steve Biddison, and yesterday I began a short little video series introducing you to some of the books that I've written. I'm an author of 18 different books, and over the next several days I'm going to be talking about two books in particular that are part of a series. And these are romance sports novels, and I'll be explaining what that means over the course of the next several days. I just wanted to introduce you just a little bit to these two books. They take place in a small fictional Texas town called Miller, Texas. Now, though the town is a fictional town in the books, it is based on a small town where I was the head basketball coach for a very short period of time and had just one of those magical seasons. I fell in love with that community. And so I am basing these novels on that community, and many of the places that are in these novels were based on places in that little community. Of course, the names were all changed. But if you lived there, you would understand, you would remember, you would know some of these things. The first book in there, Desires of the Heart, tells the story of, it's a romance story of two characters that I will be getting into in future videos, telling you more about who they are, where they came from. But in this book, the actual basketball story, the guy character in here is a basketball coach. That's where we get the idea of the sports romance. And the basketball story in here is actually very much based on that magical season I had when I was the head basketball coach in Georgia, West Texas. Just the games in there, what all happened in there basketball-wise came right out of a true story. So even though the magical part of it seems unrealistic maybe, it was very true. In fact, I had my students, my players, saying, "Coach, you think they'll ever make a movie about us? Because this was a great season." And I said, "I'd love to, that would be great, but I doubt it." But in a fictional way, I got that season recorded for all eternity right here. Now the romance in this story is totally fictional. The main two characters are not based on anybody at all, but I think you'll fall in love with these characters. And we will be talking in future videos about each one of these, the two main characters in here, and hopefully you'll fall in love with them too. The second book in the series, Capturing the Heart, takes place just a couple of years later after Desires of the Heart, and it's got two new characters in it. This one right here is the head football coach of the Miller Mustangs, and we'll talk more about him in future videos. But the romance in here is based on fictional characters, and we'll introduce those to you, but I think you'll really love these characters. I really love these characters when I wrote this story. And the football story in here, the football season in here, is not based on any season that I know of, but I think you'll find it being pretty realistic, that it's not one of those fairy tale things. It's a realistic football season, especially happening in a small Texas town that, you know, Texas loves their football. Win or lose, they love their football. So jump into Amazon, and if you want to get a head start in reading these books or get it for somebody for Christmas, those books are available on Amazon. You can get them in paperback form, wrap them up, give them to somebody for a Christmas present, or order them now and start reading them. There is a little bit of a Christmas flavor to a few chapters in there, so you might want to read it during that time. The book is not a holiday book, but part of it takes place during the holidays. And you could also get it on the Kindle, ordering it on Amazon.com, or in almost any other e-reader format that you prefer, whether it be iTunes or Nook or whatever. You can order it straight from there. They're all available right there. So if you're looking to get it, something to curl up by the fireplace and read during the holidays, Go to Amazon.com or any of your other e-reader places, paperback or e-reader. And I will see you tomorrow introducing you to one of the characters in Desires of the Heart.